Hello there, welcome back to UKSM 17. It's our last day here now, third day, in sunny Colchester, the zombies room of extreme gaming, full of ready and raring speedrunners and spectators. We're about to go live with our first run of the day. It's Tky619 on a Shantae's Risky Revenge on PC, any percent. Would you like to introduce yourself and the run, which I accidentally introduced myself?
It saves me some volume anyway. Absolutely nervous right now. Yeah, I'm Tky619. I'm back to do another Shantae run. Joining me again on the couch is Snake.
Hello.
We'll see how many puns he gets out this time round.
Not many.
This time I've got Trent TR joining us through the Discord to help me out with commentary. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. I hope you're good as well.
We'll see by the end of this. I'll probably be in the field position, more likely. I would not be surprised. Alright, so yeah, this will be Shantae any percent for Risky's Revenge. It's a pretty short run. We'll be looking to skip most of the game if we can do it right. Apart from that, I think we're as ready to go as we're ever going to be.
Okay, let me just give some last minute admin stuff. Remember, we're trying to raise money for Médecins Sans Frontières. It's a global charity sending doctors across the world to do the good doctory work that they do. So please, if you can donate, feel free to do so, because MSF will really, really appreciate it. Are you ready? Do you want us to give you a countdown, or do you want to give the countdown?
I can give a countdown, alright.
Okay, we are ready when you are.
Hopefully the timer works this time. Okay, right. 3, 2, 1, go. I pressed the wrong button.
Do you want us to reset?
Oh, wow. So, promising start.
Okay, we're going to reset our timer. Let's have another countdown. We're ready when you are.
Oh, I don't want to do this anymore. Alright, just try this again. Yeah, that's the right button. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so Risky's Revenge is the prequel, well, the second one in the series to the one I did last night. Pretty much at the start, we're just looking for a bit of good RNG from these scarecrows here. We're aiming to try and get 50 gems so we can pick up a purchase from the shop, which will help us out with the first lab of the dungeon. Apart from that, not much really going here. Just trying to take out what I can and pray to God that they'd be nice. So far, not too bad actually. Just got these last waves. Oh, magic, perfect. Just what I need at the start of the run. Oh, alright, that's not too bad for a start. Alright, so now we're going to move over. Pretty much at the start, we're doing a favour for our friend Sky. We're just babysitting her egg. Unfortunately, we've left it all the way over to the side here. So we're just going to quickly go and pick that up. We'll be making our way over to Uncle Mimic's workshop, where he's having an expo going on. Trent, if you wouldn't mind doing an explanation for us on that, please.
Yeah, like Sky's coming back, and we give her the egg, and Uncle Mimic did come back with exposition, and other people came to see that, and he was revealing one item. Apparently it was a lamp, and Risky thought, hey, I want this.
Yeah, it turns out that lamp actually has more of a property to it than, well, Uncle Mint would want any of us to know. He pretty much doesn't want us to go anywhere near it because it could be dangerous. But here comes our first boss up. This is Tinker Tub. He's a barrel of laughs later on in the run, but for now he's actually pretty straightforward. We're not too afraid. I'm just going to walk up to him like a boss. And pretty much all we can do now is just wait for him to have his cycle. So I'm going to try and do a frame perfect trick, which actually won't do any bearing to the actual speed of the run, but it looks pretty cool. We're just going into Super Saiyan mode now. Just sitting in the corner. When you're ready, Tinker Tub, this is a speed run. Okay, I can't go Super Saiyan anymore. Use up all my power. Oh, well, rip that trick. At least I've done it once, I'm happy enough with that. See, we'll just come and walk up to us, we'll get the final hit in. And that's basically Tinker Top opener. And there's the knockout blow. Alright, Uncle Mim's going to wake us up. He's going to basically just send us on our way to try and retrieve this lamp. So hopefully it won't be no major danger. This is the mayor of the town. He's a bit upset. He's just literally fired us as the guardian genie of this town. Funnily enough, not the first time. Surely will not be the last either. Just to note as well, I'll pretty much backdash him throughout this run. Backdashing is just the most optimal way of manoeuvring around the game, if done correctly. As like with most of the games, you have to pretty much say before they'll let you leave the town. I'm also going to be jumping and doing a whip through the doors. This skips the animation of walking out of said doors. Because I've not got quite enough gems to pick up the item I require, I'm just going to be coming over here just to grind a couple of enemies and hope that they be nice to me and give me the gems I require. That's a good start. Yeah, man. Be nice. Ah, perfect. 5 gem. That was actually quite lucky. They don't tend to drop 5 gems very often. I'm actually quite surprised.
Is now a good time for donations?
Yeah, go for it.
We actually have 2 donations from a group of people who were here last night. They donated overnight, but I thought I'd read them out now. Shelley says, "Oh my word, UKSM Live, brilliant." Louis, Sam and Jane say, "Great games, great cause." Both donated £20.
Alright, so this is the line it feels. Again, pretty much not much going on right now. We're just going to be doing a big straight line of backdashes, try and optimise with much movement. First we have this warp squid. This will allow us to transport to other warp squids in the game. We just activate that one up and ready for when we get past the first lab. We'll be activating another to warp us back here just to save some extra time. But I'm just trying to optimise as best as we can with these backdashes, but my hands are kind of shaky, so I'm kind of dropping a few inputs here. Oh no, what am I backdashing there for? Right, we're actually on our way to meet a friend of ours, one of my worst enemies, and I wish I didn't have to run into her again, but here's Roddy Tops. And she turned out to find a little puppy here, who was lost, and we're going to return it to its rightful owner. Believe it or not, she's actually searching the World Wide Web to try and find some information for us. That is not my pun, that is the game's pun. Yeah, 2 zones of the game as well. There's these platforms that allow you to transition between the planes of the game. It's a nice feature of this game. Unfortunately, they never really revisited it throughout the remainder of the series. But I thought it was quite cool to mention. Oh, well done. We'll just go backwards on ourselves because it's fun, I suppose. Alright, so here we are. This lady here is going to cook up a little bit of a treat. We're going to do a favour and we're going to deliver it to someone that's going to allow us into the first dungeon. But first we're going to drop off a puppy. His name's Wobblebell. He's so cute, I must admit. What do you reckon, Train? Cute puppy?
No, I'll stroke him.
Shall I give him a pet? Give him a little
Yeah,
fuss?
sure.
Yeah, I want to pet the dog. I want to pet the dog so bad. Here we go. Oh, come here, dog. Come on, let me pet you. Let me pet you. Oh, crap. Little problem, Treadwell. I think I petted him a little too hard.
You did. Oh no, come on.
I couldn't help it. Oh, no, I'm back dashing into scarecrows. It's brilliant. Well, fortunately for us, that puppy has quite deep pockets. There's 100 gems free for us to enable to pick up our remaining shopping list when we get back to that. So this is the first lab we're about to enter. We've handed in the tasty treats, and on the other side is our good friend the Squid Baron. He's the boss of this dungeon, and we're not going to see him though. We're only here for one particular thing. As a delivery charge, 1p please sir, 1p. That's all we have for 1p. Oh, you stingy squid. What the hell? So he just did a dine and dash.
Just so you know, the chat is now spamming TKY in response to you killing that poor puppy.
Well, I couldn't help it. He was so cute, I just had to give him a little pet. Right, so lab 1 pretty much we'll be using the pipe ball for a good portion of it. This pretty much, as mentioned earlier, saves roughly a minute off of the run, which is why ideally we want the 50 gem star to go for any kind of PV run. But yeah, fortunately the gem RNG has been quite nice to me, so I was able to get that quite quickly. Just a little bit of platforming. Oh my god, my platform is actually good for a change. Alright, so in this room we're going to try and get over everything as quick as we can, just so we can get what we just call spitless. Unfortunately we failed. Slow is slow. It's going to this weird funky motion and pretty much hitting the whip and using backdash at a good enough right moment. When landing on an item such as a key, you're able to actually collect the item and do a backdash at the same time. So it just saves us a little bit of time in terms of movement. Now these knights are a bit of a pain, just pretty much jump and hop and take them out. Just going to collect their gems just to give myself a few more extra gems, so I'll just pick up a few more extra potions as a safeguard for the late game of the run. Alright, so water room, we're going to try and not screw this up. We're going to try and get a quicker cycle on here. You do not want to get Shantae wet. There we go.
You don't?
No, Shantae didn't get wet. Then again, in my hands, I'm not surprised. That was a very bad, weird lewd pun, sorry. Right, so do this right, just jump straight over, switch that platform off, take a risky backdash. You could end, if you backdash in the wrong point, you could end up falling into that pit, and it's very saddening. Oh god, they're attacking. Bad knights, bad knights! Alright, so here up is the scorer, and this is one of the bigger points of having the pipe ball. So we've got to pretty much take some blocks out so we can create this skull face, or squid as I generally tend to call it more times than not. So I'm not quite sure why I called it a skull. Alright, so that sets off these enemies now. Just take them down. Alright, should I forget that? Alright, we've got a nice key backslide again. Alright, so now we're going to start traversing our way over to the intended thing we actually came into this dungeon for, which is something that's required to finish up and set up a trick that's going to basically skip the game, or skip the majority of the game itself. Oh wow, okay, my platforming is bad after all. Alright, so these are the last real bit of enemies that I really need to take down to be able to get out. That went well. I got just about the right gems I wanted for the setup I was going to go for. I know I've got full health, I just want it, well, near full health, so I'm just going to play a bit cautious and make sure I've got exactly full health. Ow! Now, due to know, for some reason, I'm not quite sure, but those plant-potted enemies, despite the fact if you hit them, they actually don't do any damage to you. And I'm not quite sure exactly why that is. Oh, wow. I failed to get up there, but at least I haven't fallen off the platform, which was something I was actually worried about. Fall to the floor and then end up spending a lot of time here. Alright, so this is pretty much what we came all this way for. It's for the one and only transformation we're actually going to pick up, which is the monkey dance, which pretty much everyone in the Shantae community loves. He's so cute as well. So help us traverse around. So here we go. So this is the monkey. And you can cling onto walls and jump up walls pretty fast. Alright, just get in the right spot. Now if I've got this in the right spot, I should be able to hit every crab along the way without needing to worry about positioning. Alright, so the final climb out of the lab, and then we'll be on our way to something I've been dreading to attempt here. Because it will be a frame perfect trick, followed by essentially another frame perfect trick straight after, and something, and then I've got a tight jump to make. Then we can set up the big major skip. Just because I'm not really sure what much I'm going to be talking about, I'm going to ask Trent to just explain what the trick is. It's known as fireball double jump, and he's going to explain how it works, essentially, if you don't mind, bud.
Sure, I try.
Well, your explanation will be far better than mine.
You basically want to move Shantae at the same frame you use like magic. That conflicts the game, that actually pushes you one pixel in the wall, and because how the wall operates, you have like a 1 frame window to jump again. And that's what we actually abuse to get on a block.
Yeah. I'd rather not take any more damage, so I'm just going to do what I can to avoid these scarecrows. They're random spawning, by the way, so they sometimes shot, sometimes they don't. I was hoping they'd have a lion today, but it just doesn't seem to be the case. Looks like they were hyped for UKSM as well. Right, so now we're just going to go to the shop. We're going to pick up a lot of safety for actually the very end of the run. Lots and lots of potions, as well as the fireball, which is what we actually need to do said fireball double jump. Clues in the title. I realised that as soon as I said it. Just as an added note as well, during last night's run of Pyrus Curse, I had a few donations incentives in place. I haven't got around to donating that yet, but because of that I'm also going to be possibly throwing a donation incentive around here as well. The next trick that's going to be coming up depends on my nerves. I may or may not get well, and it may force me just to be able to continue the run to use up a save file which is directly at the next point of the run. If I am forced to use that, I will be doubling the incentive that I had in place last night, effectively doubling it up from £40 to £80 if I'm forced to use it. So here we go. I'm going to ask for quiet because I'm going to need the sound as well for when I do the wrong warp, if I can actually even get the trick. Please don't miss, please don't miss. Damn it! Knew it! Oh dear. Oh dear. I can't even get the cloud. Welcome to Speedruns Done Slow. I need to hear where I am, sorry. Okay, now you can go. Sorry about that. Oh my god. It would look so much better if I'd have got it on the first fireball double jump, because that was actually pretty quick. Right, so now we've just basically walked towards the end of the game. Originally, when I first found out about this trick and I saw the spearmans for it, I thought that this room was dark because of a glitch. Turns out, actually, no, this is just how it actually is. Because of the fireball double jump, I thought it actually glitched the screen out, but it turns out, no, this is actually exactly how it is. Right, I'm actually going to untransform and take damage here. That pushes me out of that corridor. And now we're at the end of the run, essentially. We're at the final 2 bosses. Yesterday, as you may recall, when I got to one of the end bosses, I referred to him as RNG the boss. Well, coming up next is the motherload of RNG the boss. Depending on what Tinkertob does, we could be losing up to about 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes, I believe, on the run. Also note, those that came out of Shantae's pockets were the magic seals that you're usually supposed to collect in the run. Turns out she had them on her person all the time, so if we'd have just stayed at home, we would never have had this trouble. Right, so while I start to just do this fight, Trent, if you'd like to explain how Tinkertob Phase 2 generally works.
Come again?
How Tinkertob works, how his cycles work in general.
Okay. Tinkertob actually, like in the first fight, you want to hit his barrel, he shows to you. The thing is, he has something other in his sleeve, like he can walk, he can show you an anchor, and both isn't a barrel, so it will be both slower than showing you the barrel. So we hope that he shows the barrel us immediately to enable us the next cycle.
And so far, he's been really nice. I'm actually surprised. Marathon luck, finally! Alright, so he has 4 phases of this as well, so we'll go to phase 3. Oh, here we go. There's an anchor, finally. Now, he usually spams a lot of us runners. I say pretty much, if a run's going to rip if you're on a PB pace, this is the boss that's going to do it more likely. Unfortunately, we at least know that in any given cycle he can only do 2 walks or 2 anchors, so in this case he's done a full cycle against me. So I've just got 1 more phase to go. After this we'll be going for the final fight. It is, again, we're going for a frame perfect trick, which I'll hopefully be able to get. If not, I am able to be able to fight the intended way if we have to, but I'm hoping it won't come to that. But so time will be coming up pretty quick, hopefully, if I get it right. I'll ask Trent to explain that probably after the trick is done, so we can keep consistent for getting the time stop. Come on. Come on, Tinkertop, you're ruining my speedrun. I thought we had a deal. Yeah, I thought we had a deal with him. Turns out he's not listening. Alright then, that's Tinkertop. Alright, so the final fight is with Shantae. This is our evil counterpart. This is why Uncle Mick wants to get the lamp back, because it's able to absorb and to take our magic from us, and it manifests into our evil form. So now I'm going to try and get this trick, and hopefully we'll get it pretty quick. Early. Time! Woo! Alright, so Trent, if you would like to explain what just happened then, I'm actually very surprised I got that quickly. I'm not. Oh.
Okay, like, the game has a problem when 2 things happen at the same time, so what we basically did is we hit the other Shantae at the same time we got damage. So something in the code happens, like the animation skips over and has no idea what to do, so the game immediately runs into an error state and ends the fight.
So yeah, pretty much taking damage at the exact same frame is very awkward, and the thing is, from my experience and I believe from Trent and other runners in the community, even if it looks like you've got it, and it feels like you've got it, sometimes the game just doesn't like it, and it just says, no, you're going to do it properly. And then you end up wasting a lot of time, and we feel really, really sad about that. Anyway, I better check that
Would you like
actually,
to know your time?
in all fairness, that run actually, apart from messing up the fireball double jump monkey jump, which I actually was expecting, that actually felt pretty good, so I'm hoping this is going to be a pretty good time.
Do you want to give a guess at what you might have got?
Oh, not exactly. I'll probably say I'm somewhere in the 19-minute marker.
Yeah, 1951.
I'll take that. I was aiming for a sub 20. I really was sub 20. I'm very happy with that.
Well, I'm glad you had a good time then. Good.
I'm surprised I did better at this than Forrest, because to be. Why not? I'm a backward person. Let's do the runs backwards. But yeah, that was Shantae's Risky Revenge. Just have a few last shout-outs that I left out of last night. Again, I'd like to give thanks to Trent for joining me on the Discord here. So, cheers for the assist on that, my man.
No problem.
It's also a man by the name of Esco. He's pretty much our residential glitch hunter. I mean, there's been multiple people that have found glitches within the entire series, but he's one of the main people that has found the horsepower into this. So without him, we would never have had speedruns throughout the entire saga. And to both Trent, Esco, and to Nori from yesterday, 3 of the main people that came across me when I first started out with Shantae Speedrun and have supported me ever since, and we've become close friends over this. So I appreciate you guys being there throughout this entire journey. It's been brilliant, and it'll be continuing on, hopefully. So yeah, with that being said, I believe we are done.
Alright, well...
And I can finally have some relaxation time.
You deserve it after doing 2 fantastic runs over the past 2 days.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Right now, we're going to switch back to our intermission screen, but please don't go anywhere, because we're going to be having another run not too short of a time from now, at 11:40 BST. It's going to be a Sonic Adventure 2 Battle Run Hero Story new game on the PC by Drakadan. So please, stick around for that. It's going to be a blast. We're going to give you some music.
Half Naked Hero.